Hey there, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mitch, and welcome to the Mochcast. Obviously, there was a Mochcast earlier this year that I think had 13 episodes. I took that down because I was not very proud of that. Today, we are starting fresh, not just with me, with my guest and good friend, Jacob, also known as Mysterium.
Yeah.
Welcome to the podcast.
Thanks.
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
That's good.
How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. So, I guess, are you excited to be here?
Yes.
That's good. Obviously, it is 2025. It is the 28th of September that we're recording. I guess I want to talk to you because it's been a minute since you've been in here.
It's been a second.
It's been
Almost since the Nerf War.
It's been
The Nerf War was four. You said it yourself 4 months ago.
July, August, September.
This guy pretends.
I think
This guy's fake.
it's exactly 3 months actually, because if we
Exactly 3 months.
Yeah, 'cause it's
Jesus.
28th.
3 months, 3 days.
Since you were here,
Same
yeah.
thing.
Mhm. It feels like it was yesterday.
Time it doesn't happen to me.
I want to talk about that video because I will be
The
honest.
Nerf War.
It's probably one of my favorite videos of all time.
You liked it?
I really liked it. When I watch my videos, a lot of times, even though I like watching my videos, my hard work, after a couple views, I'm like, well, I know everything that's going to happen. I know exactly what I'm going to see because I edited it and I rewatched it several times before I even posted it, so it gets stale. With the Nerf tool, though, and the Nerf tool behind the scenes. On the
Nerf War was alright. I mean,
it was pretty good.
I think it was pretty good.
I will be honest, it was a little anticlimactic. Sure.
It could have been more cinematic.
It was, okay. Well, I feel like it was very cinematic, especially towards the end,
Well,
because both of us, by the way, obviously, I don't have to say this, but the Nerf duel was not scripted. There was no plan for like, oh, I'm going to get this many shots. Like, it was purely just skill and testing each other, and there are a few scenes there I really like.
well, you know what we should do next time? Because there's definitely going to be a sequel because we made so much money off the first one.
Right.
We should have more cameras, probably. We should
Yes.
have at least 100.
100, like a Mr.
So
Beast
we
video.
should have like a foot camera.
Like a Mr. Beast video, have cameras everywhere.
Yes.
I see.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding. We should have so many cameras. We don't even know what to do with all of them.
Right. Yeah, we could get like a 360 camera, so you can
You
get...
said you had an idea for the next place, like the setting for the next one.
Well, for the next place, like that we would do it, I feel like since we did it at my house,
Mhm.
I had home advantage. I feel like, and this is, entirely up to your parents and stuff, we could do
Oh,
it at your house. And if that doesn't work,
so yeah,
then we could go to like the park or to like
the park.
somewhere
and then
more-
we're gonna get YouTubed.
somewhere more like you have to crawl through the grass, so you can't see each other.
Okay,
that kind of stuff.
I
Really
have
work
an
on it.
idea of where we could. I'll think about it.
Okay,
But there's definitely gonna be places.
sure.
You're crawling through the grass, and all of a sudden,
It's a
a
problem.
tree falls on you, and
Okay, so we're doing real guerrilla warfare.
yeah.
You got some traps set up.
So, I was playing a game of Release.
Okay,
There's like 3 people trying to catch you.
all right.
So it's a block party, so we had the whole neighborhood.
Okay,
And so you would hide in the neighborhood.
okay.
This is block party, so everyone's involved. All the kids are involved.
Mhm.
And you just hide, and there's 3 seekers.
Okay,
So 3 people trying to find you. If they have to like tag you 1, 2, 3, release or caught or something like that, and then you
Okay.
go to the jail. All these people go to the jail. Someone can come over and 1, 2, 3 release on. They have to touch the jail, and everyone gets to go out.
okay. That's a pretty fun game.
It actually was fun. I played it, and we played it for like hours.
It's like the jailbreak part of like dodgeball
Yeah.
or anything like that. Or like capture the carrot from the Launch SMP.
Capture the carrot.
You weren't there for that.
I was
were you?
not.
Yeah.
I was only there for 1 episode of the
2.
March 2.
Maybe 3.
Just 2. Well, I was there for the beginning.
Yeah.
So I'm the most important character.
Yes, you like.
And then I made a guest appearance in one of them where I was just like,
yelling
"You
at-
British
Uh-huh.
Brad
All
scum!"
right, listen here. You will not be tolerated.
That was so
You
peak.
will throw your tea into the harbor, my friend. And the Americans.
How do you remember all?
I had to remaster them, and I kept that part in. But anyways,
Oh my
so
god.
for the Nerf
You
duel-
make me sound more iconic than I am.
because it is iconic, right? No, but anyways, for when I was talking about the rewatchability of the Nerf duel, this video
Oh.
has almost
Wait, I had I wasn't done with the
Oh, you
really.
weren't done.
There was a reason for me telling you
Okay,
about
okay,
release.
okay. Can you tell me release?
So we played this. I was a hider like 3 out of the 4 times we played this, and this game lasts for a long time. There's a lot of little kids, so I was like one of the older ones. So I was carrying this team.
Right.
So I'm falling and I'm rolling and I'm running like I run on the treadmill at the gym.
Yeah.
But not that much.
You're a pretty fast guy.
I mean, I don't think I'm fast. I think more people are just slow. Like,
yeah,
because I can run on the treadmill, not that. Okay, this is not what we're talking about. So I'm falling, and I cut myself really bad.
Oh my goodness!
I don't know if
you can see that.
This.
That's a pretty bad bruise.
Well,
man.
it's not though, because here's what made me awesome is
Okay.
I fell and I rolled. I just got up and kept running. They're still chasing me. I had blood all the way running down
Oh
here.
my god!
It was sick though.
But you were like.
But it was like badass because I'm like bleeding. You were like, and like
you're like
I'm releasing people and there's blood everywhere.
You're like nonchalant. You're just have all that aura.
And then like. If I was filming, it would have been so cinematic. I almost sprained my wrist because I fell on my wrist and it bent. But it was so awesome because I just kept going.
Yeah, that's the adrenaline, man.
No, I just did it to be cool.
Well, that too. You're being.
But
being cool.
If I was being hunted in the woods by Mitch, yes, there would be adrenaline. Future video leak idea: manhunt in real life. Maybe. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. In the Nerf War, we could have something like that where, instead of my knee, there's I get a branch or a thorn and it slices my face across. And there's blood everywhere and the face cam here. And it's like, oh, guys! I can't. And I got the gun and there's blood on the gun. I'm like, I'll kill you, Mitch!
Oh my god.
And that would be so peak.
It would.
We'd get Mr. Beast levels of views from that.
I like this idea. You've convinced me. Next time, we have to get 5,000 likes though. So, as I was saying about rewatchability of the Nerf Duel, it currently has approximately 1,971 views. It's very close to being my most viewed video of all time. And I don't think that's on accident. I think that the fact that I could sit through this, probably 20 or 30 of those views are from me. Watching this video, it just perfectly encapsulates how we differ and also how we blend so well together. I feel like when we make a video, there's just this energy that you can't replicate, and it's just in the moment, and then we sleep over, you go away, and then
I go away.
You go away for a couple months, you come back, and it's like it never ended. I really, really like that, which is why I wanted to bring you on here.
Yes.
Because every single one of my videos I've had with you is just so electric. Even if it's we're playing a terrible board game that I found on Amazon or...
That's one of my favorite videos that you did was Mysterium.
Really?
I still have that game in my closet.
You do?
I do.
Okay.
Yes, it's awesome.
Why do you think you like that one so much?
Because it was when I was in my prime.
In your prime.
I had my long hair.
Your long,
my Rick murder jacket.
No, that was actually a tough fit.
It was tough.
That was probably...
It was tough.
You're still really hot right now, but I would say
I was men would come up to me in the street and be like, "You were single?"
Yeah,
and I'd be like, "Yeah."
You were just,
but you're not good enough.
You were so nonchalant. You just had all this energy, and then we would talk about it later. A couple months later, you're like, "Oh, I used to be so cool. Now I lost." I was like, "I did lose it." But it's about a belief,
If I had long hair, I'd believe it though. See, the long hair. My girlfriend completely nerfed me.
Yeah.
She was like, take away your long hair.
Well,
take away your clothes.
Well, here's the thing.
You
when you have a girlfriend, you shouldn't make that your only voice of reason.
Sure.
I think you need to be able to compromise with this person.
I need to,
I think that maybe if you tried, if that's really what you're focusing on the hair, you're focusing on the clothes.
Well, the clothes is a big deal. I just don't have any money.
And
that's why I'm gonna get a sensor where censor it in post. I'm gonna get a
Okay.
So,
Yeah, sorry for any of sensitive viewers.
I am sorry for any triggering.
Yeah.
Here's the thing about the cut you have now, is you just look more like Mitch. Like when you had the red hair, I was like, "Who's this guy?" I'm not even kidding. I was like, "Who's this?"
Okay.
And then whenever you have that long hair, I'm like, "Holy damn, Mitch!" I'm like,
okay, but what about this?
you know, it's nice. It's like it's a different kind of aura. It's like a
Okay.
professional aura.
So you've thought
You look more Mitch because there's more of your face.
more of my
But,
well, yeah, you know, I have more of my.
but whenever you have your long hair, you're like, you know, like you just
Yeah.
you just pop aura.
You know.
You know.
But that's the thing. You thought I was cool, no matter what my hair was. You might have thought like
Well,
my hair didn't match
I know
sometimes.
other people, but it's not about other people. It's about like my.
Sure.
So that's all. I'm not losing confidence over my hair. It just like, imagine if someone took a saw blade and cut off my arm, you know?
Well,
Like,
that's not the same thing.
okay, well imagine someone came with a buzzer, just. I do accept that I look good.
Okay.
In quotes, okay? My girlfriend, told the person who was cutting my hair, the barber shop haircut that cost a quarter, how to cut my hair, and so that's what they did. So honestly, it wasn't really. She just, and the way she wanted it was like really weird. I was just like, no, I'm not doing that.
She wanted your hair to be fluffy.
Yeah, she wanted it to be fluffy, but not even fluffy. She wanted it to be like, get one of those curling things and curl it up, and then put a bunch of hairspray.
No, I saw it the other day.
No, it's just not. It's not for me.
Not for you. No.
It's not.
But
I don't know what you think about that.
What I think about your girlfriend getting you a haircut.
No, I don't know what you think
how
about
your hair looked.
how the hair looked before.
Well, listen. No matter how your hair looks, that's not what I'm focusing on because I'm looking at your eyes, I'm looking at your face. I'm talking to you. I'm not talking to your hair. Your hair's
Well, I
okay.
can appreciate that, but a lot of people do look at hair.
Obviously, I also notice these details. It doesn't matter if I like it or dislike it because if I think, oh, well, I wouldn't get that. That's not the same thing as saying you shouldn't get that. That's saying if I were going to the barbershop, I probably wouldn't have done what you did. But what you did didn't look bad unless you thought it looked bad.
I didn't like it, no.
Okay, well, then it looked bad. But if you thought it looked good, if you liked it, that's all that matters. And if you didn't like it, then you didn't like it.
I see what you're saying, where, you know, you can go even deeper with this and say that nothing, I mean, you can say that, yeah, well, you know, I think individualism is really good.
I think so too.
And I think some people don't think it's good.
I think a lot of people want us to help everybody to do some other thing. Some people want us to work towards a common goal that benefits the group because we are social creatures and change and difference shatters those groups and can create discourse. And a lot of stuff happening in this country right now is fueled by that, fueled by disagreement and a lack of understanding, a lack of tolerance or empathy. That's kind of why individualism is so important, because if you can exist on your own, you can be your own person. That's the first step. Second step is being okay with yourself, and then also being open to other people, because then you can learn more things. You can have more experiences. You can go to different places and try different foods and wear different clothes and learn about other people besides yourself. You learn you're not the only person in the world. Everyone has their own lives. And I think that is the most important thing, because individualism is nothing without collectivism. If everybody was just on their own, then yeah, everybody would just be individuals. We'd probably all be very selfish and all be very focused on our own goals. But also having the idea of like a community or of like a group you're in, a sport you run in, or like some activity you perform, anything, well, it could be a class that you're in at school. That is also important because we are all in this big herd, this big pride, this big group that really wants to stick together but doesn't know how.
I have a question for you. If cats, now when I say cats, before they were made more docile, so like mountain lions,
Wildcats.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
If they were the intelligent species, how would society develop? In their own way.
Well, I mean, if you think back to before we ever had any pets, no domestication, everything was wild, before wolves became dogs.
Well, I'm saying they evolved with, so like, do you think that a cat would, they would like own a human as a pet
Well,
in this alternate,
if you
universe?
are you saying like cats grew into like these
They
bipeds
they
and they became
became
the dominant
smarter.
species?
And
They became
they
the dominant
became the
species.
dominant species because they grew a brain, and then they were like, whoa, sharp rock, spear.
So they
And
would
then
go down the path that we did.
yes,
I
but
feel
they
like
have but
they're also quadrupeds too.
they're quadrup.
So
Yeah.
they never. So I feel like if that's the case, if they get to that point, we're not lasting that long. We're
Do you think we would be out?
I don't think we would be extinct, but I don't think we would be anywhere near the top. I don't think that we.
Well, no.
I don't think that we would. I don't think that once you have. Okay, so imagine a human who also has
I
sharp
mean,
claws.
that is what makes us special. Is that we're smart.
We have reason, but
that's it.
we have to do something with it. But if we have a cat gets reason. It has the ability to walk on two legs. Also has claws, can run on four legs. So it's like a cheetah and also a chimpanzee. So
Think everything would just die.
I don't think everything would die, but I don't think that it will play out the same way. I think that cats, if they went on the same path that we did and they learned how to speak and how to educate each other and how to form groups of like different societies, different areas around the world, and like I don't think because they would still be very, very primal, very instinctual beings. Because what sets us apart somehow in this world is that we can be conscious. We don't know what the consciousness of another animal is like. We can't go inside their head and see. So for all we know, all the other animals in the world, they're barking, they're meowing, they're growling. We don't know. We don't know.
You have to spit the bar like that, bro.
We
They're
don't
barking, they're spitting, they're growling. Like,
we don't know.
just start rapping, bro.
We don't know what they're thinking. We don't know if they're thinking anything. They could just be like, food, food, food. I want food. Oh, this person's taking me to get food.
They're just.
I trust this person.
If they're not conscious, well, they. Here's how I think the way that animals think is they are on autopilot. And I think they are purely primal, some not really, because I feel like as they become more domesticated, I think they become more like us, but
Yeah.
in their own way.
Right.
The way a wild animal thinks that isn't like conscious in a way, kind of like they just kind of like are on autopilot. And the reason I think that is because I go on autopilot sometimes and I just live my life sometimes days without thinking about anything, almost unconsciously.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what that would be like. You know what's happening, but you're not really completely living the entirety the way you could. But you want to know what I would think would happen if cats were as smart as us? I think that they would invent little wheel things. They would wheel themselves. No. No, I'm serious. They would probably invent some crazy skateboard. Bro, I'm telling you, what they would do is they would make a flying cat toy and just play with it for hours.
Mm-hmm.
That was kind of the answer I was hoping for. You took it a bit too seriously.
Well, listen, this is serious. It doesn't have to be like, what's the theory about the universe?
And I would say it's, what is it, 42?
Right.
Something
but
like
it's
that.
also not like we should have moments like this. I want to talk to you about my new additions here, since you haven't been here in almost 4 months.
Collecting the Infinity Stones.
Yes. But seriously, if you look over there on the shelf, do you see what's sitting there? They're kind of against each other vertically.
What is that? Alright, guys, I haven't looked at this yet. I don't know what he's talking about. Oh, ABBA. Lay all your love on me. Okay, so you're listening to more music?
Not just music, but those are vinyl records.
Yes.
If you look behind you.
Ah.
Ever since about a month ago, I have been collecting vinyl records and
That's
playing
sick.
them.
Hold up. We gotta go through all yours. Let's see which one's the best one, and we gotta play it in the background.
Okay.
Wait,
Yeah.
this T Swift?
Yeah.
Oh, God. I love Tyler. I love Kendrick. But no. I love, I know it. Yeah, I know. It's on the tip of my tongue. Oh, it's better than ever. Wait, no.
No, it says it right there.
It's not Tame Impala, though.
It's right there.
It's not. It's someone else. I'm telling you, that's not it. I'm having a Mandela effect.
It's also not they, it's one guy.
What is it? Ryan Gosling?
No.
Who is it?
Tame Impala.
No. What's the band name?
Tame Impala.
No. Hold on.
Go look it up.
I will.
Look up the
Thank
website.
you, I will. My girlfriend says, "Hi, Mitch. Thanks for babysitting." Yeah. It is Tame Impala?
I wouldn't lie to you.
Dude,
Even with the record.
I swear it was someone else. Like,
No.
I'm not even joking with you.
No. But yeah, those are all the ones I have so far.
I love it, dude.
Probably 11 or 12 records so far.
You want me to put them back up?
Yes,
here?
please. That has been my new pastime. Going to places like half-price books or Walmart or Target just to get
You know
some
what
records.
I would do? I would make them.
Now that I'm not making videos as much, I have to find other things. And I also do like watching videos about the importance of physical media and optical media and the things that we're kind of losing because the more that
Well,
things
we're
become
losing
digital,
more than that.
obviously, but let's be more specific.
We're losing our humanity.
Sure, but specifically here, the more that we go into digital and streaming services and subscriptions and
Once the power goes off, it's all gone.
not owning anything.
It's all gone.
Like, there's an argument that if buying isn't owning, then piracy isn't stealing or downloading or whatever
Mitch,
you do.
You're just making excuses to pirate the Minecraft movie.
Yes.
We all know it.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that my shoes are red now?
Yeah, I knew that.
It's in honor of you.
Really?
Yes.
You went to the store and you're like, I need shoes that look like Mitch.
Because they used to be green, now they're red. So that means only one thing, and that is that they are for you. And actually, it's that I want to be you. One day I'm just going to turn up wearing a red shirt at school, and you're just going to be like, Mitch?
Mitch?
Is that you?
Am I looking in the mirror? What's going on?
No.
No, you don't want to be me, man. I'm going to be honest.
I will be you on accident. I'm just going to come up. I got to get the red trousers, too.
The red trousers.
And then I'm going to carry a Nerf gun around. Mitch. I'm Mitchell March.
Yeah. All right, well, now let's change the subject here a little bit.
I don't want to. I want to keep talking about how I want to be you. Sorry. No BS.
Well, if you genuinely want to talk about that.
No. Go on.
Okay. Obviously, you made a video probably over a month ago talking about how you were done with your writer's block.
Oh, yes.
How you were coming back to YouTube and how you were going to make more videos soon. Is that ever going to happen?
That was a scam.
So you lied.
No, I didn't lie. It was a misdirected, what do you call it? Target. The dart and target board I missed. So around the summertime, boring snoring, living on the dooring. I was like, holy dang, I can make YouTube videos again. It just popped in my head. I was like, you know what? I got 6 ideas immediately. Okay, putting this one to effect. I recorded like 6 different videos, and then the 7th I was doing like, okay, I need to tell people I'm back. So I did it. I made it. I posted it. Hell yeah, I had it. It was all done, and then I continued filming more videos, and then school hit, and then everything hit me like a bus. And then so here's what happened, and I'm gonna credit you here a little bit, how you plan things out, because I know everyone I know plans things out a little bit, because I know you definitely plan things out more than me at least. You're like, school's coming, I'm gonna slow down on the videos. You were like, let me get a video out each month. I'm just like, you know what? I just feel like making a video, and then I do it, but that kind of bit me a little bit because I had all these ideas at the last second. It's got pretty much the last second. There is still the footage that I could edit, but it might take a little bit. So it's not necessarily that it's never gonna happen, just might be longer.
Because I will admit, I have really missed Mysterium. I have
He's
missed.
coming back.
I have missed the icon, the unpredictable, somehow algorithm defying channel that I grew to know and love personally.
Yes.
And I'm glad I have you here. This is probably the first time you've been in a video in a while, you know? You talk about how I plan ahead.
I mean, you do. More than me, at least.
More than you, but not by much more. Because when I started this challenge in January, I was on winter break. It was snowing outside. I was like,
Winter
I'm going to make one video a month for 12 months. I remember exactly how I said it too. And I knew that that would be just enough where I would scratch a creative itch, but then I wouldn't be so much of a procrastinator that I would skip school or that I would lose this or that. I was making videos in May while I was also studying for AP exams and finishing out my sophomore year and then going into the summer. And then in the summer, I had all these videos on Mach Gaming and Mach Squared and Mach VODs, all these streams I would do, all these things piled up because I had all this free time. And then I had to slow down a little bit because as school approached, I knew, especially with the classes I was going to be taking, that I would not have as much free time. And I will say grades aren't everything because school isn't everything.
Thank God, dude.
Because there is light at the end of the tunnel, I guarantee you. It will get better.
I have to tell you something. You just summed up, because I'm really bad at words, but you put it in a way that I think is good. Now, I tell people that I don't care about school, and that's not true. I do care about school, but I think it's ridiculous when people get an A- and it's over. You know what I mean? That's not necessarily what I mean. I'm exaggerating. But
you
people...
think that people hold themselves to a higher standard?
I think people take school a bit too much like it's life or death. And I don't think that's necessarily what is most important. And I think I exaggerate my words too much. Because I think when I say I don't care about school, people think I just like, oh, I don't care at all. That's not what I mean. I don't think that whenever I get a bad grade on a test, I should beat myself up over it.
Some people are so focused on getting to the point where they're surviving. I think the real point of life is to live it and not to just do what you need to do to set yourself up, because then how are you going to be happy? How are you going to enjoy yourself? Who are you going to spend your time with? Those are all the things you should be considering when you're at school. Not just because school has been outdated for over 100 years and the education system is very flawed. There have been a few notable exceptions with teachers and classes I've taken, but overall, the idea and the mentality that is associated with it is not positive. And it isn't good for any teenager's mental health to focus on something so abstract, so beyond them, and ask them to quantify it, ask them to give it a score, and to focus on that score. Because real life isn't like that. And that's why it's not the most important thing. I'm not saying just don't go to school or don't go to college, don't go into the trades, because those are all very good options. It's a balance, you know? Depends on who you are. If you want to be like me and go to Europe after you finish your education and travel for years and years, staying from place to place, not having a set destination, and just living, then do that. Don't let anybody else stop you. What colleges and high schools, especially high schools, need to do is not focus on, you need to get these grades, you need to have these curriculums, you need to have this and that, and all these things, and then maybe they'll accept you. If 98% of the degrees you're going for, you don't need to go to some special school, you don't need to go to Ivy League, just go, you could even go to community college and get your start there, because it's not about where you're going. It's about how you get there. And it's about enjoying yourself and not spending too much money that you don't have to. At the end of the day, if you go on your first job hunt and you're getting a real job after college, a real job, and you have that degree on your resume, they don't care that it was from Harvard, that it was from IUP or Pitt or California, Coastal Carolina. They don't care. They care that you're qualified. And as long as you graduate college, you get your degree, you're qualified. That's all. And that's why I don't stress about it, because I know that no matter what happens the next 2 years, I will be good. I will be okay. But that's my talk on education and why we should really be redirecting.
I have some crazier things, but I'm not gonna get into it.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not going to.
What's more important to you? Being happy
Mm-hmm.
or being successful?
Being happy.
Why?
That's an easy one.
Why?
And I'll tell you why. There was one time where I was really going through it. And I thought, well, I really had to break things down. Like, I had to break down the sticks to the wood, to the atoms that made the wood in my, in life. I had to really break everything down and deconstruct it. And it just came down to the question of, what do I want? And I just said to myself, just, hey, whatever you want. Just what do you want? I thought, well, I want to be happy. So being happy is the most important thing, or being satisfied, or being, not to be, depressed, but to be happy and satisfied with, what you're doing. That is the first goal. And so now you have to have goals to complete that goal. And so as far as I'm concerned, I am successful because I am happy. And currently, I could, obviously I don't want to die right now, but I could die right now and I would die successful because I am happy. But I don't want to die because I still want to be happy for longer.
Sure.
So
you want to let it last a little longer?
But I think I have become comfortable in my own head with my own thoughts. And I think that makes me invincible to anything that would be a barrier to that. If something bad happens, I know how to deal with it to a degree.
Sure.
And I think that is what's important. You asked if I'd rather be successful or happy. Now, if I'm going to be successful, I'm not going to be happy with my success either. So, what's the point of being successful in the first place? I would still rather be happy because I think happiness is the ultimate success.
So, you think that being happy and being satisfied with your life, being whole, being well-rounded, that is the greatest success you could achieve?
I think it is, yeah.
Okay. I agree with you.
Well, okay,
But
go on.
for those of us around the world who struggle with this idea that you have to be successful, that you have to be famous, you have to be good at whatever you want to do, you have to be good, you have to be the best. It's not as simple as just saying, well, just be happy.
Mm-hmm.
Because not everybody's happy. I, for one, I've had major periods of my life where I wasn't happy. I was worse than happy, worse than depressed. And I look back at those moments and I wish that I knew what I knew now. And it's not like you can just say, be happy, because everybody is different. Everybody has their own little variations. We're about 99% the same. Deep down in our genetics, there's probably 1%, it's not even a scientific estimate, probably less than that is different. Whether it's the pigmentation of your skin, the melanin that you have, or the color of your hair, the fluctuation of the flow or the curls, the style, how your face looks, how your geometry of your face works, and how it's constructed. These superficial things that make us different. Deep down, we all want to be happy. We all want to be okay. We all want to be self-assured, because being good at something should not be the only thing that you should be focusing on. With this world that we live in, with so much ignorance and uncertainty, it's hard to find a positive spin a lot of the time. It's hard to see the light at the end of the tunnel. But a change that's good or bad has to happen one way or another. And it's just an eventuality of the universe that good will happen after bad, and bad will happen after good. There's no everything is great, everyone's happy. There's also no everyone is depressed, nobody is happy. Because then those words lose their meaning and they become unrecognizable. If everybody was happy, nobody was sad, nobody had any illness, nobody had any disability, nobody had any disadvantages, everyone was perfectly fine the way they were, and everyone was accepting of each other, that's a perfect utopia. But there's a reason that that only exists in fiction, or science fiction, or realistic fiction, because in reality, our species is doomed from the start. Because there will always be one person that can set that whole chain reaction. To say that you're happy really means that you accept yourself, you accept others, and you're okay with everyone. You don't have to like everybody. You don't have to be friends with every person on the planet. But you shouldn't be enemies with everyone either. You should be okay with other people not agreeing with you, not being on the same page as you. Maybe you know more than a person, but that doesn't mean that you're better than them. That just means that you're different. And difference is the greatest impact on all of us. If there was no difference, we all looked the same, everyone looked like you or me, it'd be a pretty sad world because there would be no individuality. There would be no purpose. There would be no, like, well, we all look the same. We all act the same. We all think the same. So why do we exist? But because we're so different on a small scale that really expands to everyone, everyone looks slightly different. Because of this variation, we can be happy. There's no perfect in this world. So there has to be something good to go with the bad, or bad doesn't exist. Bad is in contrast, it's in comparison. It's like saying that left can exist without right. Because without right, it's just one direction. It's still a direction, but that's everywhere. If you don't have these definitions of other things, then the things that you do have, very abstract. If you think about fear, think about being nervous or being scared. In order to be scared, there had to be a point where you were calm, where you were excited even. But even there, excited, nervous, they are very similar emotions. I mean, in your body, they produce almost the exact same stuff, but it's about how you perceive it. And I think that in order to be happy, your perception and your consciousness has to be a very open-minded perception because everybody is different. Everybody has their own issues, their own pros and cons list, and nobody's perfect. And I think that's what we should take away from today. Nobody is perfect, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't try to improve yourself. That also doesn't mean that you shouldn't be okay with yourself. Because obviously self-improvement and going to the gym or going for a run or learning more or working harder, it's not like you shouldn't do those things. But if you don't, you should be able to say, yeah, I'm enough. Nobody should ever have to live a life where they have to live up to something else. The only person that you should be trying to change, trying to improve, or be trying to control is yourself. And I think that's the key to happiness is self-control, self-awareness, a self-concept that is positive, realistic, but positive. You shouldn't hate yourself. You shouldn't think that I have no purpose or oh, I'm not good at this, so I'm bad. You should think about it like every moment in your life is different. Every second in your existence, it's a different second, it's a different moment. You'll never get it back. But also, you have all these other seconds, all these other moments coming ahead of you. You don't even know what's going to happen. Anything could happen. That's Murphy's Law. Doesn't mean it's all going to be good, doesn't mean it's all going to be bad. But it does mean something will happen. It's inevitable. It's why we're here. It's why we're probably going to be gone way down the line. But ultimately, happiness starts with you and being okay with you. And it's hard, especially if you live in this world where the society that is supposed to foster your independence and your confidence, your compassion, is very negative and very judgmental and very mean-spirited. There's no room for curiosity in a lot of areas. And that's what I think the biggest downside is. The biggest con to life is that nobody can get everybody to listen. But that's just a fact of life, is that we have to make the most of it.
The only problem I have is whenever you say things, sometimes I want to add on, but I don't want to interrupt you because I also want to hear what you have to say.
Right, but I want you to interrupt.
You want me to interrupt you.
This is what this is about. If you have an idea, you're like, I gotta tell him.
I forgot now.
Yeah, don't hold off and be like, well, I want to, like, obviously you want to say so you can respond, but like, you could even put like a hand up or a finger up, like, 1 second, like what's up?
I did have something that I wanted to talk to you about on this. Is well, maybe just tell you and talk about it, but I think I know why you can speak better than I do. You can describe what you're thinking so easily. I'm very envious of it, but I think the reason for that is we were talking about this before, but the way you think is like you talk. Is that right? So you have a lot of practice. I just see things in my mind's eye where it's just like I don't talk to myself, I just see and I just understand. So I have a better understanding of myself than I do of words, and I think that's why I am not very good at speaking. I'm really envious of people who can, like you, because I think you practice because you just think. You're just thinking, you just do it, and it's just practice automatically, and I think that's why you can do it so well. And I am envious of it, but I think it's strange. Like I can't even describe to you the way I think accurately, because I don't have your. So it's very frustrating sometimes, but if only like we could combine maybe.
Make a perfect person.
Make a perfect person.
We're like 2% of the way away. I've got 1% left. You've got 1%. We're just good.
So what else do you have to say?
Well, I want to say thank you for that compliment.
Yes.
I feel like as long as I can remember, it's how I thought, because there was never a time, like, I don't have a monologue. I don't have a voice in my head, because that's the story. Everybody is different. And it's hard to see the light at the end of the tunnel right now, because a lot of stuff happening, especially in America where we are raised and housed. It doesn't look very good. But it will get better. It will get better. And with that being said, unless you have anything else to mention, anything else to discuss, anything else to tell me, that's all I've got for you today.
Have an amazing day.
If you enjoyed this episode, please show your appreciation by subscribing to the Moshcast YouTube channel where these are posted. Also, Spotify, we've got it on there. We've got it on Apple Music, on Pandora, I think, or Amazon Music. Yeah,
How do you do that?
Spotify for podcasters. It's got that's how I did it with the Moshcast and Occasionally Explicit before that. This will be anywhere you get your podcast. The only thing is, if you want video output, Spotify is the only one I know for sure supports that. So if you'd like to see these...
Sorry about that.
If you'd like to see these live, that probably won't happen for a while. I think
I'm tired of sitting on this.
I'm sorry, man. Next time I'll have a better chair for you. So if you've made it this far into 2025, watching my videos, or if this is your first time, thank you. We do greatly appreciate it. Every view.
We appreciate every view.
I'm not trying to be waxing poetical here.
I am.
I am genuinely so grateful for
I am actually more genuinely thankful than you are.
Okay.
Not trying to be competitive, but,
sure. Anyways, he's better. So if you enjoy, you know where to find me, and you know where to find him. He is linked, hopefully, in the description of wherever you find this.
Hopefully.
Also, you can just search up Mysterium on YouTube. You'll also find him on my YouTube channel. Anyone who I ever have on the podcast will be linked on the YouTube channel. That will be something I do. So you can find him there too. And as always, I will see every single one of you in the next video. Bye-bye!
Time to go.
Yeah.